the Murphy thing. That'd be sure of me.
The dances and carts and ponies and carts and they lay in both sides of the street.
I believe it was a great market.
In them days, yes.
Great market town.
We had the big Scottish show up there in Stool and Butlersbridge.
Yeah, where was that situated now, Johnny?
That's up there. I'll tell you where it is now.
Oh yes, here on Bridge Street, isn't it? Number of pupils, as they call school at that time.
It was quite a few. It was 9,200 anyway.
Oh, yeah. Was there 2 teachers or 3?
Well, when I went, there was only Jerry McGovern.
Yes.
The old master.
Yeah.
And a monitor.
Yeah. And what would a monitor be now, Johnny?
She wasn't a qualified teacher.
Yeah.
But she would come immediately after her.
An assist, is that right?
Come, Miss Gildee here.
Yeah.
She was Penny McIntyre.
It's card players of all time, is that true, Johnny?
We have an idea of that.
Yeah, you were a very distinguished card player. You've been held in high repute. I mean, you were a wonderful player and a great sportsman.
I only had one joke.
A great sportsman, I've been told.
I only had one joke.
Well, beside you there is Frankie O'Reilly of the O'Reilly family here, and he's in Leathers tonight. His family home place, and he himself now is an established farmer for many years, just outside the town, and a very distinguished and very progressive farmer. And Frankie, you've seen many changes, I'm sure, in the farming industry over, say, 20, 30, 40 years, if I may say so. What do you think has been the major impact, say, of our entry into the European Common Market in the last 7 or 8 years or so?
Well, certainly it has improved the living standards of people, farmers in Europe in this country. And it has certainly changed the pattern of farming from the system that our fathers, our forefathers grew up in, to the present day needs and standards that we are accustomed to now. Certainly the price increase for product and standard of living that has raised farming community too is what I see as a bit of significance. Recently, the people involved in the dairy sector with the quota system is one of the most significant and important factors that people have to face and have to live up to, because this is what we'll have to live with. It will be, in my opinion, it will continue to be certainly in milk it will be based on a quota, and it looks as if beef as cereal will also be based on quota, which I suppose in the long term will be a good. People can really adjust and gear themselves to that.
Yeah, well, a lot of people were surprised at the way the Irish farmer adjusted to our entry into the common market, how sophisticated he became in a matter of a few years. But of course, he was always capable of this sophistication. He just didn't have the chance to express himself.
Well, I would say that finance would be a major factor there. If people are paid for producing something, they will do it. Certainly, the Irish farmer, or the Irish person, would always respond to any demand that's made on them, so long as it's paid for doing so.
Yeah. So you think that reward is...
This is the basic thing to know it.
That the initiative is always there.
The initiative is there, and he has always responded.
Yeah.
Even during the emergency, he responded to it then, and he will continue to do so. And I would say that even in Europe, the Irish farmer was certainly rated as good as any of the European farmers, if not better.
You were a distinguished member of the Rory and Moors yourself in the early days. I remember you playing football with them. Have you any special memory of the jersey of playing with the Rory and Moors?
I made up the number. I wouldn't say I was a distinguished member, but I made up the numbers. And I remember being secretary of the club, and that's a long time back too. And I suppose one would look back, they were unlucky during some years back in the 50s where they really had good players, like, that they didn't really bring it off then. I'd say it was, well, bad luck if you want to put it that way, or they just didn't come over.
They had the privilege for playing for many years on your property out there in Warrenford. Frankie's feeling this known affectionately as. Yeah, so that was a great seal. It was the field of more than just the football.
Well, there were county games dreaded, and there was an Ulster final played on it, and very, very many county games did.
That's right. And the shows used to be held.
And there was races on it, and shows were held.
Yeah, on the fesh.
On the fesh.
Yeah, so it was an all-purpose community field. Rents a very nominal rent.
I remember it when it was at its height at 20 pound a year. Yeah, but I think it was back as far as 6.
Very modest in age. Well, thank you very